Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give you honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'Hashem Yahawashi, Ba'Hashem Rakak double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, shalom to my Akim, YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this final captivity. This is Brother Kawakab coming at you with another lesson. John chapter 14, verse 12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. Now, this lesson, I don't know if it's gonna be short. It might be short. It might be a long one. This is an inspiration from two sources. One, Elder Apostle Tahar had said that that when you're in this truth, you got to find a way to make it interesting for you. You have to find some enjoyment out of it. And one thing that I found enjoyment out of this, no offense, not this to no one that I'm going to be talking about in this lesson, or to this brother or anyone, but that I do find some semblance of enjoyment in when we get into this whole like fighting against demons, because really the thing about this is that from my understanding, it does kind of show like a bit of the hierarchy, if you want to call it that, because there's going to be a hierarchy in the kingdom of heaven. And there's going to be a hierarchy, in terms of like brothers and stuff like that. Or not necessarily brothers, but Israelites, the elect men, the 2/3, and then there's going to be the heathens and whatnot. All right. And then Edomites, Slakia. But yeah, like that's an idea of the hierarchy. And who's to say that there's not? And with that, there's also going to be a hierarchy with these demons as well. All right, and there's good. I want to get into that because I feel, as I had said in my previous video, the previous video that I did on this. All right, which I didn't even realize it, but I said that if I was in this brother's situation, I don't think I honestly feel like I don't think I would have been able to achieve victory the same way that he did. I felt like I'm weaker spiritually than him, if that makes sense. And I don't even think that weak is the actual proper term to be using. Okay, I just think it's just more so, maybe it's spiritual, maybe he's more spiritual than me. I think that's the better phrase to use. But outside of that, the thing that I want to get into are the topics that I just kind of brought out. Okay, so if we should all be aware of this instance, all right, of what happened with Yahawashi, rebuking a demon that was making this one random Israelite go crazy by jumping into the fire, hurting himself and stuff like that. All right, so this is what had happened. Matthew chapter 17, verse. Let's start at verse 14. And when they were come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man kneeling down to him and saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is lunatic and sore vexed, for oftentimes he falleth into the fire and oft into the water. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they could not cure him. All right. So the disciples, they couldn't cure this lunatic man. All right. But why? Well, why is that? All right. Verse 17. Then Yahawashi said unto him, Slakia, verse 17. Then Yahawashi answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. And Yahawashi rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. Verse 19. Then came the disciples to Yahawashi apart and said, Why could not we cast him out? And Yahawashi said unto them because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Let me also get the last one as well. Verse 21, howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. So there's two different things about it. There's two different things to, procure from this lesson. The first being, let's just get it out the way. Either you can pray and fast to get rid of a demon, or the second one, which is the amount of faith that you have. Okay, so if a brother has a lot of faith, he's going to have an easier time getting rid of a demon. All right, and it's times like these heavy demons, and I'm the reason why I'm bringing this out, because these are one of the few like major instances that I can remember of like these major these super demons. All right, these super demons, like the biggest instances of high level demons. And that's another thing. There are higher level demons that not just anyone can rebuke. All right, there are demons that make people hurt themselves, as we see in this example, and then there's just straight up Satan. All right, Satan that's gonna go and try to either get brothers out the truth, kill brothers, or do whatever the heck he wants. All right, and this was an example of that. But yet this brother, all right, he basically performed one of the miracles, one of the feats that Yahawashi did. All right, because as Yahawashi said, if you believe on him, he believed the brother had believed in the names of YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. He believed in YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. He called on the names of YAHAWAH and YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI by Hashem Rakakwadash in order to get rid of Satan when he had when he was trying to do something to the brother. All right. As a result of that, this is the things that we need to pay attention to, because back then, all right, by the way, but because back then, when it came to demons like this that were like these very big major issues, like major problems towards us, even the disciples were unable to do it. Yahawashi said that the disciples were couldn't do it because they didn't have enough faith. All right, that is a very like a major statement. All right, that's a major statement, because if the disciples weren't able to do it, because the disciples were always with Yahawashi. They were closest to Yahawashi, and yet they couldn't handle this. If they couldn't handle this demon, like one would naturally expect that most of us today, given our background and how we grew up in a carnal aspect, all right, you would think carnally, oh yeah, no, there's no way that anyone in present day could ever perform something as amazing and as beautiful as what Yahawashi did. But yet, which actually, let me actually bring this out too. Well, I'll bring it out in a bit, but basically, there's no way that someone could perform something the same way that Yahawashi did. But yet, this brother did that in this heavy, getting rid of this heavy demon. All right, which yes, this was one of the great works that Yahawashi did, that we are going to be able to do, / we have done. In this brother has done it, himself. Okay, so anything great that we've seen, anything that we know Yahawashi did, all right, it's because anything that we see Yahawashi did in the scriptures, okay, that means that we're going to do the same, if not better. All right, if not better. And that's a funny thing. The funny thing is, during Yahawashai's time, the disciples, they already had power, or they already had the capability to do miracles, but yet Yahawashai was still, on a higher level than them. He had more than them, but yet he chose to, what's the word? Hold back or refrain from using them. All right, refrain from using all of what he was capable of. All right. Again, this is Slakia. The main thing for me is how the main thing with there was a let me see, is it in here? I think it was herd of swine. Yeah, this was another one. The legion of swine. So yeah, like this is another example. Another heavy example where there's a lot of demons. Like I can only imagine. All right, I don't even think. Slakia, this is the thing. Like we think. Slakia, like this was what I wanted to do. This is what I find enjoyment in, because this is kind of like those like. It's kind of like power scaling in like media, like anime and stuff like that, where I'm over here thinking like, okay, so this character is as strong as this character, and you compare the things that they've done to what you can see thing, because the constant, all right, it's lucky, the constant that we're comparing for Yahawashai's time to our time, all right, that we can't compare to are the demons. The demons that that were getting on the people during Yahawashai's time, the Satan that tried to tempt Yahawashai, all right, and then us being able to really rebuke said demon, all right. These are the things that we are basically taking a look at. And now the thing is, we don't sometimes, I'll say, for some of us that didn't that may have experienced demons, because I spoke on demons. Actually, funnily enough, let's use these examples, because I was reading some of the comments, and some of the brothers were talking about how they had experiences as well. Okay. Oh yeah, look, by GMS Mazatlan, Mexico, for about Slakia, like that, like yeah. Anyway, so, Shalom Ak. About 4 years ago, I had a very similar experience. I was asleep and I felt a very heavy demonic entity. When I woke up, I started to rebuke in the name of Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, and my voice was different. It sounded distorted, like from beyond the grave, as you showed, but I kept rebuking him until he left. Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi Brakwa Yashamarka. Alright, Slakia. So basically, Slakia, that was one of the things that I heard about Mexico. Mexico is definitely filled with a lot of demons. It's very it can be very hard. I can understand certain times things can be, I guess, scary depending on your surroundings. All right, because I know that I think it was Mexico that the cartel basically runs the country of Mexico, so it's not a nice place to live there. But yeah, like in addition to that, which also I'm not saying that America's a better place, no, but or Canada or whatever, But you basically get the point where there are going to be demons everywhere, and for you and your household, if you live in Mexico, that's when the main thing that you have to worry about is you and your household. Are you getting right with the Lord for the Lord to have mercy on you and to spare you from any demons and physical or spiritual attacks? All right. Let me also check to see if there's another one. From Saints of Jersey 2624. This is very true. Sleep paralysis is real. I had a similar experience. I had a similar episode. Demon, don't let me speak. I was stuck, but I kept yelling the name in my head until the demon let me go, and I said, YAHAWASHI. The name is powerful, Barak. Atha Shalom. All right, so yeah, that's another good. It's another good instance. All right. All of these deserve, but just let me get to these. I don't know what sleep apnea is. Let's actually check it out. Sleep apnea is a serious sleep disorder that causes repeated pauses in breathing during sleeping. Damn. These pauses, or apneas, can last 10 to 30 seconds or more and can happen many times throughout the night. So basically, it's just stops them from breathing, which I would assume wakes them up because you can't breathe. Oh, sleep paralysis and night terrors all my life. That is crazy. Or like some Northern Kingdom like to say, that old demon that sits on your chest when you sleep. Yeah, that's that. And honestly, funnily enough, I literally was just talking about Northern Kingdom, or specifically Mexico, okay, and how demons. Because I heard this one Eve. She was. I don't think she definitely was not in the truth. Basically, she was talking about how she had she was messing with demons and stuff like that, and I think she said, I forgot the story, but I think she said the demon killed her father, even though her father but her father was telling her, you need to call in the name of Jesus, you need to call in the name of Jesus, this, that, and third. But yet the demon, because her father was a Christian, whatnot, and she was like dabbling in all these spells and witchcraft stuff like that, and as a result of that, the demon went after her father, which you would think, if her father had the right name, he would have been protected, but he was telling her the wrong name. I think a brother did a lesson on that, funnily enough, okay? But yeah, like this is the stuff that happened. Like this is why this is why the names are so important, because if the father died, her father died, if the father had the true name, all right, then he wouldn't have died. Like it's just that simple. But he's telling her a false name. He's telling her the wrong name because they are ignorant. They don't have the proper tools, being the true name of YAHAWASHI, the true identity of YAHAWASHI to call upon. They have a false image of a white Jesus to call upon. That only makes things worse. All right. Oh yeah, this is a good one. By Yashaya Love 144, Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Okay, so yeah, that was another one. Like it is very. Is that Yiddish? Okay, I'm pretty sure I recognize that, but anyway, Okay. Anyway, moving on. Let's get back. I'm not gonna read all these comments, but you basically get the picture. All right. So let's go on over here. Matthew chapter 4, verse 1. Then was Yahawashi led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. Okay. Yahawashi was tempted by the devil the same way, or it's like the devil had approached Yahawashi. Okay, just as the devil had approached this brother. All right, and yet Yahawashi was able to resist and rebuke him, just same way that this brother was able to resist and rebuke Satan. All right, the same way. That's the exact same works. The same works that Yahawashi did, we're doing better now. We're starting to do, the Lord's starting to show, especially with the growing end times that we're in. All right, things are not looking sweet right now. Okay, things are not looking sweet, especially for Babylon, primarily for Babylon. Okay, Jacob's trouble is gonna pop off soon. Yahawadah, and then we're going to be delivered. All right, we should be happy to hear, more and more signs, starting. All right, but at the same time, like, this is obviously I don't take joy in this, but just the fact that we are able to see, I guess, some of our spiritual levels, that's a very cool thing to see to me. All right, cool thing to me. All right, outside of that, just I made a comment myself. This was basically what happened to me when I spoke on it in my last video. All right, where I spoke on it in my last video, where I was staying up all night watching a bunch of movie recaps and stuff like that, which I don't even normally do. And then I just felt that demon I felt a demon, on my back. I've never had to deal with sleep paralysis ever before. I just felt that one instance. All right, that one instance of that demon on my back. All right, so yeah, with that, the brother had found victory. I still pray that the Lord finds mercy on, not just this brother, but all of the brothers that had experienced any type of demon attacks. All right, I pray the Lord gives victory onto us in the spiritual fight. If not victory, just straight up protection from Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. All right, so with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawashi, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, about a ball, and Shalom.